guys, Asher Comanche today, Race Out Legends with another champion guide, this time on Gorgorab, an old school speed booster but great AoE reviver that a lot of players should invest in, whether you're early game, mid game, or even late game. I'll show you a way that you can use this champion in today's video. So we have Ash, I love the channels, hate the Harriers, I like it, man. Can you do a build on Gorgorab? Absolutely. We have Super Paper Potato looking for the best masteries. We will cover that in today's video. Marley looking for oh man, she's got a big wish list. Oella, Gorgorab, Rugnor, Brogni, and maybe a lure. We have Marley asking for more. We got the Mind of the Nerd asking for a PVE build for Gorgorab. The build that I shared today will be Marley. You are coming in hot with a lot of requests here. We will make them all happen, man. Bear, Ash, I love these type of videos. Hoping to see a Gorgorab guide. Soulbound Bowyer and Logan the Steadfast. Great requests there. And again, Marley, we're going to make them all happen. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. And then Jazzy. I want to say Jay-Z, but it's not. Jazzy, Husk next, please, or Gorgorab. Okay, we'll make Husk happen too. Shout out to all of you guys who keep coming at me with champion requests. Here is Gorgorab, but before we show you his build and the arena, what am I doing? I'm getting way ahead of myself here, guys. Why is Gorgorab still talked about as a viable champion in this game for an old school Magic Affinity Undead Horde support epic? Well, let's talk about it, right? First of all, his base stats are okay, right? A decent amount of survivability, over 1,000 on the defense, 17k on the HP, excuse me. We have a chance of removing a random buff on the A1. That's a 75% chance, but for me, it doesn't justify building this champion for accuracy only because of the A1. That's just me. If you want to take advantage, it is a 75% chance of removing one random buff. That's the only ability in his kit that does require accuracy to use. On the Resurge, the A2, we get a turn meter fill of 15% and an increased attack for 2 turns. This is the perfect opening move for the arena. It's the perfect arena setup move if you don't have Arbiter. Why? Because we're looking for an increased attack buff to set up our nukers, obviously, and the speed boost allows Gorgorab to be the fastest person on your team, thus boosting everybody else's speed, and then at the same time setting up your nukers. On the A3, Animate revives any and all dead allies with 25% HP, and then heals all allies by 25%. The heal will happen even if there are no dead allies, so it can be a healer on a 5-turn cooldown or an AoE reviver. It's not the best revive in the game, but it is an AoE revive nonetheless, right? There's not that many epics who have AoE revives inside the game, only a handful. So he's got that as well. And then the last but not least, speed in arena battles by 23%. So again, in the early game, in the mid game, when you're farming your Great Hall, sticking a bunch of your best speed gear on Gorgorab, he can be an upgrade to, say, an Apothecary as a speed booster. Now, his boost isn't quite as much, or his no increased speed, excuse me, in his kit like Apothecary has, but he has the speed aura, and he has the ever-important big version of increased attack. I cannot overstate how important having an increased attack buff on your attack-based nukers is. It's going to get a ton more damage out of them. So this is the perfect arena setup champion, and he's got your revivals as well. He's also decent in PVE as an AoE reviver again, and just somebody to bring a turn meter boost and one of these essential buffs to the table. Let's go ahead and show you how I have him built, even though I spoiled it earlier, darn it. I also want to go ahead and do his masteries with you guys as well. So I just used him because I set up this all epic team that I'm going to have some fun with you guys in the arena. I'm also going to show you him in a Doom Tower hard stage or Secret Room 11. So that should be challenging as well with some of these other champions. So as I said, guys, he's pretty dang easy to build. We want survivability and speed, or should I say speed and survivability, right? Especially in the arena. So I built him as fast as I could without taking away all my best speed gear from my real speed boosters at this point in my account. So I was able to get him up to 290 speed in a triple speed set. We can get that even higher with Lore of Steel, which we will in just a moment. We have a decent amount of survivability, 4,000 defense, 47k on the HP. That's going to make him super viable for any dungeon as well. And we don't care, again, I personally don't care about accuracy. We don't need him to be super high resist. And again, we don't need his attack to scale. We don't need crit rate. We don't need crit damage. He's a fairly easy champion to build. We want him fast, especially for the arena, and him to survive a hit so we can revive everybody else on the team, right? That's basically it. All right, so for all those, let me just, what's this over here on the ring? What's this ring situation we got? Defense. Yeah, I guess I'll max it out. 2 million silver down the drain. But at least I get a little bit more defense and HP from that as well, bumping me up to a whopping almost 4,100 and 47K respectively. So I'll just show you right now, since we're up here, we have defense on the, I want a combination of defense and HP on all my accessories on this champion. So defense, defense, and defense we went. But I got a trip speed roll on that banner. I actually built this. I rolled this banner up, I should say, upgraded it for the video. So that was a nice roll. I decided to glyph it out right there. Anyway. So we're just looking for speed as a substat primarily on the banner, the most important thing. I would, if I had to critique here, I would say a little bit heavy on the defense, neglecting HP, but we do have HP, I believe, okay, some HP on the chest piece. This is a flat statter, ladies and gentlemen. Flat stat, but this is like the perfect flat stat gear, piece of gear you can ever find, isn't it? We are very close to. Trip speed roll. And then we get the Ascension HP percentage. That's beautiful, isn't it? So that's, again, I say this all the time. This is why any speed gear with speed substat, you roll it up to at least level 4 or 8 just to see if you get lucky like I did here. And then you ascend and you might get really lucky. So this is a really good chess piece and it's a flat stat. Okay, we have defense percentage on the gauntlets and we have speed on the boots. So I don't have him awakened, but if I did, I don't know, I'd probably just go with, I think he's a great champion simply to go Commanding Presence on, right? Strengthen your team's aura. Commanding Presence and Intimidating Presence for legendaries. It's good to have one of those champions on each of your arena teams. And usually it's good to have your Reviver as that champion, right? Because no other blessing is like quintessential, or I should say like paramount in terms of getting the most out of your Reviver champion. Of course, other options might be blocking Stun, Sleep, and Fear, you know, in Indomitable Spirit. You could also go with... what's the other one? You can go Phantom Touch for a little bit of damage to PVE if you wanted to. But that's about it. I would go Commanding Presence on this champion. Masteries time. So, for PVE content, you could go down the offense tree and end with War Master. I'd say that's probably the most popular build in this champion, but I don't particularly love it. I'd rather go defense and support. So I would go with, if you needed the accuracy, if you wanted to land or wanted to steal the buff on the A1 or remove the buff, you could go the accuracy route, but instead I wanted the HP. I want survivability on this champion. I'm going to go down with, he's not bringing any heals to the table, right? We went over that already, but there's no sneaky... Oh, there is the heal. My bad. I'm like, oh, I thought he was healing. Of course he's healing. So I will go Lay on Hands. I'm going to come down to Rapid Response because he is bringing the buff as well to increase attack, right? And I want as much turn meter as possible on this dude anyway. I think the Exalt in Death, we want to keep him alive. He's our Reviver. So Exalt in Death is a great mastery to have on him as well. Same thing with Rejuvenation. In just a moment, we'll get that as well. We definitely want to come pick up Lore of Steel. I think going with... He has no debuffs, so we're going to go Evil Eye is great. And then we will go with... I think the way is Spirit Haste down to Timely Intervention, picking up Lasting Gifts. My favorite build for him on the support side of things, right? Because again, you know what? You can even pick up Healing Savior. I think that makes sense too. So Lay on Hands, Healing Savior, you go to the HP. We have Rapid Response for the turn meter fill. We come all the way down to Timely Intervention, which is a great mastery for any of your Revivers. Lore of Steel, we're going to see how much speed. We were at 290. We'll see how much that extra that gave us. And Evil Eye is always great in the arena as well. I want to go with a little bit extra defense, survivability. We're going to go Blast Proof as well. We're going to come down, pick up one of my faves and Resurgent. Wait. I didn't pick up Rejuvenation, but I'd rather have Blast Proof. So, you know, we'll go there. Gonna go Delay Death, and then we'll just come down with... I'm not sure if he's tanky enough to justify Selfless Defender. I think I'm gonna go with Cycle of Revenge. It's nice to get the counterattack, but I want as much turn meter fill as I possibly can on this champion. So these are my preferred masteries on Gorgorab. There you go. You can use those in PVE as well as PvP. So now 295. Hey, 5 speed doesn't sound like much, but 5 speed is valuable in this game. So there you go, guys. All right, guys. So in the arena, hey, it's another Gorgorab team. Let's see whose Gorgorab is faster. So I threw like kind of a random team together here. The problem is Dark Elhain, I wanted to use her as a nuker, but she's way too slow for this team. On a speed team like Gorgorab or an Arbiter, we want to have our speed boosters. We want to have the rest of the team within, you know, the range of the speed boost. So ideally, we'd have everybody at 15% the speed of Gorgorab. That's just not the case on this team. It didn't bite us here, but we can come back into our nuker Death's Majesty on Dark Elhain. I love Dark Elhain. I think she's an incredible nuker. So they come back in there, and they do get the revival with their Gorgorab, but I'm still quite a bit up here. So here comes the stuns. She lands 3 stuns, Silda Drakes. How dare you? How dare you? But we're still cooking here. Let's try to steal that increased speed so we can get block debuffs on the rest of the team. We do with the Trick and Treats ability. Let's come back in here, keep poking away at Madame Saris, and then let's get Dark Elhain back into the game here. She's going to be... Who do we want to pop off here? Ah, freaking Sil. You're ruining my video, Sil the Drakes. All right, we're already back to another speed boost and another increased attack, which is great. Come in here. Try to kill their nuker that doesn't have the revival off cooldown right now. And again, you can see those nice heals. That's why we have Vogoth on this team, is because we're not fast enough, right? So we need to have some sort of strategy to, okay, so Yakarl lands the freezes and Dark Elhain, she finishes. She saves the day there. Let's go against a team that we think we can beat in a speed race again. And really, none of these teams would fall into that category. Let's go against this UDK team because we know we can beat them speed-wise because they have UDK as an aura lead and not Duchess. So, here we go. Unfortunately, we do not land the what we wanted to there. Let's see if we can do a little bit of damage. We almost take out the Reviver. That would have been really, really nice. Unfortunately, we don't. Rose is going to have a field day right now. And it looks like probably going to be in trouble here. We'll see, though. The big attack from Harima comes down. We come back in here with that. I really was hoping we would kill Duchess at least with that first Dark Elhain nuke. But let's see what we can do here. We're going to go again. Let's Gorgorab. And not much there. Can we take her down? Oof. UDK is going to be a big problem. Okay, we lose that one, guys. It's tough with this squad. You know what? Let's upgrade the team a little bit. What do you say? What do you say? I mean, this team is all cute and well, but hey, it's all about Gorgorab anyway. Let's put like a more capable combo in here. Let's use somebody who's a little bit faster, right? So let's use I have Mithrala built pretty fast on this account, so she can go first, and she can be like another support champion that can help out the team. You know what we can do? Let's put Torment in there, right? And we can keep Dark Elhain now. We can keep her in there. But at least Torment can CC the enemy team. Because the problem is when I'm going against these faster Arbiters, you need some sort of a mitigating strategy. Otherwise, the team's just going to keep lapping us. Of course, she goes in not with Midnight Ritual. Oh, it's so annoying that she doesn't prioritize Midnight Ritual. But it's okay. We have a Reviver on the squad. We're good. Pick up our nuker again. Now we can Midnight Ritual. And now we can finish things off here in just a moment. Oh, man. Things are so much easier when you can freeze. Huh, guys? All right. Elhain, finish him off. There we go. So, guys, that's it. That's it, man. I could sit here all day, right? Let's try that other team. Let's try to get revenge, right? I like to try to get revenge on teams if they beat us in these videos. So, let's see. They do still have, obviously, a block debuffs champion, but let's see what we can do. Can we this time, at least we remove it. Let's come in with a big A3. Let's land those provokes. Fantastic. And now we can come in here with Dark Elhain and hopefully get our revenge that we so desperately needed against this team. So can we beat out Miss Duchess here? I'm not sure. That's why we got Evil Eye, or that's why we tried to get Evil Eye, to try to reduce turn meter there. I really want to land a freeze, so let's try the A1 instead. And we don't, so she gets to revive off. Big bummer. It's okay. Come back in here. Harima's frozen up. We love it. So, I mean, I'm showing you all these teams, showing you all these champions. What it really comes down to is we want to build them fast, right? we want to have a great option on our team for a speed boost. And before you have Arbiter, Gorgorab is one of the best you can find. You know, he really is. So I think that until you get Arbiter, Gorgorab is going to help you out tremendously. After you have Arbiter, I think diminished returns from this champion, right? Diminished returns. Because Arbiter just does everything that he does, only a little bit better, right? And she's a free champion, meaning that eventually everybody will get their hands on her. So let's see what we can do here. We have like one more shot to finish this one out, I feel like. Rotos is about to go ham. There we go. Boom. Okay. Okay. We're going to get our revenge, guys. And there, boom, there it goes. You love to see it. So, guys, we get our revenge. That's what really matters from I was going to say an all-epic team, and just one little Void Legendary we stuck in there. No big deal. Let me show you that secret room that I mentioned earlier, guys, and then we will have ourselves a video. And this is what I talked about in the beginning. You can use this champion in the end game because look at this. Epic champions from the Undead Horde faction only. Golly. It's really nice to have a reviver on this squad. So we can go ahead and use Gorgorab, obviously not as an arena lead. We can have HP. No. We don't want Husk as an arena. Do we have anybody with an aura here worth using? Nope. We could use Vogoth instead of Seeker, but frankly, I'd rather have no aura and use Seeker instead for the double turn meter boost. Because we got the turn meter boost coming now from Seeker and from Gorgorab, right? So this is a great team here. Undead Horde, Epic Champions only. And again, Gorgorab is bringing the increased attack, which is going to benefit Dark Helhane and Seeker. Seeker's actually built to do damage because he's on my clan boss team, excuse me. And now if anybody goes down, because these secret rooms can be very difficult, although you wouldn't know it because this team is tearing it up right now, we're good. We get the Reviver on squad, right? You can see they hit pretty hard. They're level 235 here, you know, and going against only epic champions on my squad, obviously. So this is a dungeon that you could definitely get a lot of use out of Gorgorab, even if you've already graduated to an Arbiter team in the arena. Other areas you can use this champion are, frankly, other dungeons that you need a reviver, an AoE reviver at that. He's good to pair alongside like a Solar Drakes, as we saw in the arena as well, right? You can use him as kind of a secondary reviver, or if he dies, she can pick him up, right? So let's go ahead and burn through these waves and let me know, guys, do you use Gorgorab? He's an old school champion in this game, and he's been power crept a little bit, but he's still got it. I still think he's a champion worth booking, worth using, right? For Faction Wars as well. You can get by without even booking him for Faction Wars, honestly. Because oftentimes, you just need that one revive from this dude, and you'll be good. Of course, you'd like to have the increased attack on that 3-turn cooldown, but it's not 100% mandatory. So he's a champion you can definitely get by with, even in the arena as well, without booking, right? Because you just, hopefully, if all things go according to plan, you need that setup with the increased attack, that turn meter boost, and then hopefully the job is done. They're all nuked to death, right? So he's obviously better with books, but he's definitely an epic that does not require books, either for the arena or for Faction Wars. And frankly, this secret room wasn't even that difficult, really. Of course, I have all level 60 champions, all in pretty decent gear, so there's that, but really, we didn't have any issues with this run. So there you have it, guys. I'll still do the sign off. So there you have it, guys. That's a guide on Gorgorab. He's an old school champion. He's pretty simple to build. I like him in this particular build. I would say the one other set you could consider with this champ might be Guardian gear. If you're having trouble in Faction Wars, in dungeons, or in Doom Tower hard secret rooms like this, right? You can make him even more tanky. You can build him a little bit tankier, but put all Guardian on him. Then he'll be healing himself. And it'll also be, mitigating damage from everybody else on your squad. So, guys, there it is. That is Gorgorab. Thank you so much for keeping the requests coming in the comments, guys. That's how I get all these guide ideas. There will be quite a lot of Sylvan Faction Wars champions, because Sylvan Faction Wars is coming to the game. So, Sylvan Watchers, if you have any requests in that faction, let me know. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.